Ugh. Power on.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Should I rock on this?
What?
I was just thinking, can you hear me enough? I need a better mic. I'm gonna order one once it gets funded, but for today.
Yeah. This isn't my best mic either.
Yeah, this is a bit, my tech setup is not for like a proper creative. It's more for like a person who likes music who happens to be a software engineer. You
Yeah.
know,
But I
it's really
have
not the
all
end of the
the
world, but it's not the best.
thinking. I'm gonna set up my ring.
Where's your camera though? Oh God, I'm playing music still. Okay, where's your
Oh,
camera?
my camera's not on yet. Let's see.
I
Where
can't
are
hear
you?
you. That's weird. Okay, no inputs. No,
No?
nothing. No. Okay, well, I hear you out of
There.
my Bluetooth speaker,
Hold
but
on.
that's pretty good for you.
Hold on.
I'll switch mine, but
There we
there
go.
you are. Yeah, I don't mind wearing headphones all the time. I love these Audio Technica joints for when I'm just trying to be completely in my own world and I'm around the city. Like it's kind of crazy. Like it reminded me of that song, like "Do Your Chain Hang Low, Do It Wobble to and Fro." I would like walk around New York
Randomly.
with like a big ass dongle in my iPhone and this shit like dropping so low to the ground. I like just don't care. How are you? It's so good to see your face again.
Yes,
That's
for
long,
sure.
like a year.
As soon as I get this in here.
Nice.
So,
I got a question for you though. What was the name of
yeah.
that festival we met at? What was the damn date even again? And I would like to properly introduce you to an audience if we put this out. So
Yeah, 1 second.
nice. Yes, get comfortable like you're gonna be in yoga. Feel
Yeah.
grounded to let the chair support you. Yes.
Right. Right. Let's see here. Lights. Look.
Yeah, I want to change the color of this from blue to something more daytime because I can't be just living in purple and pink constantly. As fun as that
Mhm.
is, it's a bit too moody. I got to be a little more get a shower soon, you know?
Right. Let's see. One more pop.
I may turn down this overhead lights because I don't love overhead lights at all, but they're here and it's dark, so
Right. A little bit more. Yeah.
green is better. Orange. I'd be like setting my own lighting for my own mood light, like all day. I'm setting mood
Hmm.
lighting. Like as the sun goes down, I'm dimming the lights and all that, and
Yeah.
like
I,
opening.
I initially got this from my OnlyFans.
That's funny as hell. You have one?
I did, but like I wasn't that active on it. So they were like, after all, like, hey, we need you to like, do like the ID thing again. And I wasn't paying attention to it, because I'm trying to not
Mhm.
deal with porn like that in my life. So
Mhm. Same.
I
I
come back to
cannot
it.
agree
I come back
more.
to it, and they deleted all my videos.
Well, I guess there's a difference in what kind of people get to be naked online, or is it OnlyFans just being horrible? I don't like how much paperwork I have to do for OnlyFans to make them money. That's my opinion. Just kidding.
And it's
I didn't
like,
want to.
well, what? Did you back them up somewhere? Of course not. You think I was gonna keep that what on my phone?
Yeah.
No, no. As soon as I put it out there, I deleted it. So it's just
Mhm.
gone. So it's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Good for
So check
everyone.
this
Good for
out.
you. Good for society. Let me change my lights a little bit. You can keep talking. I'll hear you.
Okay, as long as you can hear me. Is
Yeah, yeah.
everything okay on your end?
No, I got only this. Are you hearing feedback or anything that's bad for you?
No? No?
Okay. I just like feeling like good when I have a conversation or I'm like working or anything. And sometimes it's like, I don't know why it feels so hard to feel normal in places, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm just so sensitive. Like you see, I'm so environmentally sensitive that I'm just like operating my life a little bit like I don't even know. Like a manic pixie person who has it actually really under control. And then like people don't understand why, frankly, and then they would assume something's wrong with me when I start speaking quickly, which is always I thought critique of Kanye West was like a little under like I think it's fine to accept a diagnosis and relate to it, and he, that may in fact be it. But also sometimes people just go through like really intense feelings when they're really smart and really creative. And I just think he's a very, very smart, creative person. And, you know, was
Uh,
going through that. So I don't know.
it's hard to be creative without feeling.
Right. Thank you for just understanding that. We don't even have to say anything, man. I get it.
Mm. All right, I'm ready. You want to do the whole introduction thing?
Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, welcome to the podcast to my
Hello.
dear friend who I haven't gotten to know as well as we'd like to, but we met about a year ago at a show he was on with his band that is called, you say
Chawa.
that,
Uh,
Chawa.
yeah, I'm not in that band anymore, but I was in that band when we met.
Okay, see, this is a
Mm-hmm.
good update that I was unaware of. I'm
Mm-hmm.
putting my phone into airplane mode and do not disturb so I do not get blown up during this by anything. Anyway, so point is, Wes is in Chawa, was in Chawa. Wes is a really
What? Something just happened. I can't hear you anymore. What happened? Oh no. Okay. It was like it just like went out. I'm talking. Can you hear me? Keep talking. I'll just keep talking until you say something. I'm also gonna keep talking and roll some weed, and then we'll try to figure something out. You can't see anything yet. Nothing's still not happening. No. You want to just like go in and go out, go in and go out, and I'll come back, and we'll come back. I'll just go in and go out. Wait, I can chat.
power on.
Okay, I can hear you now.
I hear you now. I knew it was something with the Bluetooth.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Power on.
Oh, it was
You run it back.
Bluetooth. Now it's off. There you are. Okay.
Jazz rehearsal for a podcast. Okay, let's run that back.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Today I am joined by my friend of a year or so, Wes Anderson. He is a really great jazz instrumentalist based in New
Hello,
Orleans.
everyone.
Hi, Wes. And I'm happy to have him here today because he's genuinely a really
Hey.
cool person. And we get along. And I love jazz so much. And
Yeah.
yeah, what else would you say about yourself, Wes?
Um, I am a trombone player, and in New Orleans, I also play tuba, and I have my own band. It's called Blue Tang People, and we got some gigs coming up in the fall. We can talk about that a little later.
Nice. I would love to attend them if they're in the Northeast at all. Are you guys coming up this way?
Mm-mm. They're just in New
Oh,
Orleans.
I got to come down there then. I've never
Yeah.
been. I only want to
One
go
of
when
our
it's
gigs is on
kind of
Halloween. One of our gigs is on Halloween.
spooky going in my calendar.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be at midnight on Halloween, which I think should work. It's like
Yeah,
midnight Halloween. It's gotta work.
that's way too cool, man. A spooky jazz Halloween in New Orleans. Are you kidding me? I'll be
I'm
coming.
thinking
I'll be.
about doing like band costumes.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Like I
That's
don't know, probably like maybe maybe like Marvel stuff or DC stuff or Sailor Moon,
I like
like
that.
a gender bending Sailor
I
Moon
want
band.
I want to go as Sailor Moon to that too. We could both be Sailor
But
Moon and
you could be
anybody can
Tuxedo Mask. You
I
can
don't
be
want to I
Tuxedo
don't
Mask.
want to do drag. It's the thing. I know I can do drag. That's why I don't want to really do it right now. I want to do when I want to. I could do a guy impression really well.
It's not drag. It's like gender bending.
I am gender bending already though. I like
It's
being a
not
girl.
like drag. Ha ha ha
I
ha ha. Big brassy. It's more just like I. It's more of a kilt. Not a skirt. Anyway,
right. Oh, cool. You're smoking
you know
up.
what I want to talk about?
Yeah, let's go. Tell me.
I want to talk about. There's like this. How do I say it? So like the way comedians think about improv and the way jazz musicians think about improv at this day and age are two totally different ideas. So I'm a jazz musician, but about like a couple of weeks ago, I did like shit, what was that, like 7 minutes of improv with a bunch of my friends here in New Orleans. They got a nice little comedy circle here in New Orleans. And me
Mhm.
being a musician, I fit in right away. They started to notice that I kept saying jokes because I'm trying
Yeah,
to like,
you're
be
funny.
friends
You're
with
just a
them.
funny person. Yeah.
Yeah. But then after a while, they're like, Wes, like,
You have to be a
you
comedian
can
now.
probably do it. So,
Do comedy.
I was at this
Yeah.
club called the Domino and they're doing improv. And I think I had just enough wines in me to just be like, all
Try
right,
out.
I'm doing it. Here we go. I sign up. And like, since they see my name in the list, they're like, Wes, bump him up, bump him up, bump him up. So I get out there and like, I'm doing my bits.
Mhm.
And like, people are like, they're like surprised that I'm up there. I'm an entertainer. I can entertain
You know
with
how
a
to
mic.
like have you seen me do this on like
Yeah,
the
I
freaking
could do
Instagram?
that. So
Yeah.
I'm entertaining and doing my jokes. And like some of my jokes are like relatable to certain people. So I got that aspect of improv of
Right.
like, oh, this person has been talked about or this is going on, whatever. I got that, but all my stuff was already kind of pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So they're like, wow, Wes, you did really good. And then like a couple of weeks later, I started talking about it again. And then by that time, my comedian friend Flav, um, was like, yeah, you did really good, but a lot of people said that you sounded like a computer,
Oh,
like
come
you're just
on.
like spitting out stuff. And then,
Are you
I took
serious?
that, with a grain of salt. I was like, yo,
That's
that was
a
my
little bit
first time.
weird though. That's
I'll take any criticism whatsoever.
it's
It's
just a
literally my
strange
very
way to
first time.
say it.
So he said
I get
that,
what
and
it's
then that's when I realized like when they were doing improv, they were doing like full on, just get up on stage
no idea what the hell's gonna
and
happen.
just start talking about. Don't talk about anything you've ever talked about before, basically.
Right.
And like in the jazz world, in the modern jazz world,
Mhm.
that's not the case. Like
It's
when
okay.
you think like,
Yeah.
oh, you're in jazz band in high school, and they
Right.
say, "Oh, to improvise, what you do
I
is
know.
we're gonna give you some notes, and
Completely.
then just put those notes
Yeah.
wherever you want."
Can I do
But
my
like
part now? Question. Because
when
I
you
have a
get
lot of
yeah, when you
thoughts
get to
exactly
like
about this.
professional jazz status, then it's more about like whole whole ideas. It's like
Right.
instead of taking notes, notes are like Legos. And you can build a solo with like the Legos, or you can have like pre-made Lego pieces
Yeah.
already in your bag and then
Yeah.
just connect those in.
Right.
So those are the two differences.
Dude, you know who my first favorite jazz song ever was?
What?
I loved on American Idol. Do you remember season two, Fantasia?
Yeah.
I loved her cover of Summertime so much.
Yeah.
And at that age, I was like about 9 years old or something. I had some Motown CDs. I loved the Bee Gees. And I loved jazz standards a lot. I was doing tap and listening to a lot of like theater music, like
Mhm.
Give 'em the old razzle dazzle, or like, a Bernadette Peters.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
I was like da 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 da. Da.
Right. And then I just was like really moved by that. And it was funny because as we were talking, I was like, I could put on some really light background music, but what is appropriate? Some jazz. And then I just want to talk about Summertime because it's like a beautiful fucking song,
Can you put on can you
I'm
put
actually
on
playing it
um
now. Let her play though, you know what I'm saying? We can't be
yeah,
DJs.
go for it. Can you turn it up?
That's good, right?
Yeah.
It gets even better, man. And it's just like, holy shit. Actually a second place, but I think I'll turn it down now.
Is it-
Not you though. I will keep
mhm.
it down on this main volume versus the title volume, but
Yeah. You're doing a lot of DJing over there.
yeah, I am always DJing actually too. We're gonna get to that, I guess, next. I
Sure.
need to turn her off
Yeah.
actually. So,
Yeah. It's like 11:14 right now. I got like another 30 minutes
no.
on me. And
Okay,
then
well, let's keep it,
I
finish
got
it
a
up
coffee
then.
date.
We'll get to, okay, 30 minutes is what we got. That's the thing too, thinking about time. Let's talk about thinking about time. What's in
Yeah.
common
And we
with
can do
being
this again.
no, I
I'll be
just
able
wanted
to
to
do
do,
this again.
we will.
Yes, this is
It's
nice.
just natural. I always do repeats with people. But
Mm-hmm.
it's, being aware of time, right, is like a core principle of jazz, obviously. But it's your time, their time, our time, the time we have to perform, the time the song is allowed to take up.
Can you tell
It's
me what your book's about?
I don't want to talk about that right now. I really want to talk about
Oh,
jazz and comedy because we'll talk
okay.
about them next time.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go back to the
Yeah,
jazz
so
and
I have
comedy.
always gotten along better with all comedians who are musicians, and also any comedian who's actually really fucked with me and understood what's funny about me is either like a producer of audio or music, or like a person who raps, or like a person who I don't know, does music and rhythm. They're like a rhythm instrument player. Like they play the drums or they play the bass. I get along with all these like lo-fi hip hop dudes basically to chill alongside of. Like I'm friends with one now. He's a barber, but he plays the
Yeah.
guitar and he's like very creative and he's like all his tattoos are cool. He has no Instagram. Well, he's on Snapchat. I was like, yo, I ain't on that.
We do have a mutual friend.
Huh?
We do have a mutual friend.
Ooh.
He also plays trombone.
Oh, that guy, he is so nice. His name is Darius, right?
Darius. Yeah, Darius.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
Darius is nice.
amazing.
I haven't spoken with Darius in 1,000 years. We went on like a date or two in Brooklyn like a
Hmm.
while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing great. He's traveling all over the place.
Yeah, no, he's killing it. He's got a perfect match. He's with Macklemore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good
Damn,
fit for
that's
him.
incredible.
I love that song. Ugh, I almost want
Hmm.
to play it, but I won't. It's a good song, the one about thrift store stuff. That
Hmm.
first song where he popped off. And that show is kind of funny, but not exactly what I'd love to watch, but it's funny,
Yeah, like comedy improv. I'm starting to dive into that type of improv. The
Well,
comedy
why don't
just
we do
like
a comedic music improvisationally together? We could make a good song like that.
hmm I think
I know I
so.
could rap, but I don't choose to because I'm named Sarah and I moved to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I've been invited. I've made
Yeah,
friends
you're
with
not that white.
no, but listen to this. I've
Okay.
made friends with two Rastafarian pastors by accident in Brooklyn, and they've
See,
both invited me to church.
see, not that white.
I know, but that the thing is, yeah, we have to just all, but you can't get there until you really and personally maybe get there because I need to say it, but I shouldn't be the one, if that makes sense. Like somebody else
Yeah.
told us for those things. Other people told us we were white and black. Like you and I, when we were born, did not go like, hey, I'm white. Hey, I'm black.
Yeah.
People told us that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my friend Jamal Hodge said. And it really kind of like that he said that to me helped me feel better in conversing with him because I don't want to say certain shit wrong to someone I care about. Because for me, you say it wrong, it's worse than what you're saying. And that's
Mhm.
what's the thing, the rhythm of like communication and love is kind of what the book is about, actually, because it's from the perspective of music and rhythm,
Yeah.
love.
So, I have two daughters, right?
Yeah,
I'm 34. I'm middle aged. I can have two daughters.
of
So,
course.
my youngest is,
You're allowed two daughters. You're blessed to have them.
yeah. So, my youngest, she's biracial. She's a
Mhm.
biracial angel, and she's 6 years old, and she at like since like 4 and 5, she had been dealing with the fact that she was two races even then. Like
Yeah,
not from me or not from anybody in her family, but like when she goes to school, it's like
yeah,
there's black kids and then there's white kids. And then there's Latino kids. But it's
yeah.
like she
Yeah,
feels so
where does she
alienated.
belong? Do they
And
talk
the
about it
thing
like
is
that?
like she I think it's the white side of her that gets
Yeah.
alienated like that because like people look at her like, oh, you're biracial. You have the best of both worlds. Like that's how everybody sees her. And she does. But they see her as like, well, since you have the best of both worlds, then I don't need to help you. They're not trying to do it in an evil way, but
Yeah.
like she does feel it,
Wow.
especially when she's with her older, full black sister who plays
Hmm.
piano and does gymnastics. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Pretty.
oh, older black sister, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna help you on your
Yeah.
way. And like younger biracial sister, baby, it's like
Yeah.
you got everything.
She's neither white enough nor black enough to be accepted
Yeah.
or helped enough in the ways
Mhm.
society would
So
want to
I
have
see
a.
that, and that's how I know like that's how I really have to be daddy and be like,
Wow,
I'm
what a
your
good
friend.
man you are. Holy shit.
Like I'm your friend. We're gonna go have fun.
Right. That's how simple it
Hmm.
is. And that's how I'm even approaching dating. I'm like, yo, friendship for so like, because it's not that I'm like afraid of sex, it's that I'm like interested in something really real. So I'm like,
Hmm.
it doesn't even matter. And I'm missing a lot of like that good shit from college or high school, like making out in a car.
We're millennial parents. Like we're the parents that actually care about our kids.
I think we are, I'm accidentally a millennial. I'm like a Gen X or
Like
like,
we millennial parent. We don't hit our kids. We
no,
don't spank, and
never.
we say we're
I will never
sorry
hit my
to our
kid. That's
kids.
my trauma is actually getting hit by my
We say
damn
we're
parents.
sorry to our kids. We let our kids say that something is a lie.
Right.
Daddy, you're lying.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not, I can just be like, I'm not lying.
But why do you think I'm lying? We can talk about it, right?
We can
Like,
talk about it. Yes. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Look, Daddy was wrong, okay? Oh,
Yeah.
trust me. My name is literally Daddy.
Yeah, you are very dad-like, and people will call you that. And you have two daughters, so they had
Yeah,
two
my
daddies.
name is
Yeah.
Daddy, so it doesn't weird me out at all.
Hmm. Well, that's good to hear.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's cool. I don't even know what to say. I just think you said it all right. And I'm happy to know there's people out there feeling and acting like you are towards daughters. Because right now I'm in a position where, because my dad wasn't in my life, we're going through a little bit of what we kind of should have at age 4 in my life, or age 5,
What?
where I'm just not talking to him. And it's
Why not?
okay. I don't want to discuss too much publicly right now because that's my personal relationship. So I'm
Okay.
pretty private.
Yeah, we can cut this
No,
part
but
in.
you know what no, and I'm not gonna. I know how
Oh,
to
yeah, we're
say.
keeping it raw.
Okay, back to improv because I
Oh
remember in
shit.
improv
Okay.
a lot of people were saying really fucked up shit in improv scenes with each other. Like if white actors were out with black people, they would go, "Hey, don't rob this bank. Hey,
Hilarious.
you got a gun." Like, why are you doing that to the black improviser and not the white one? It's so obvious. And then with women, it would get like rapey or something sometimes. So that's a funny intersectional problem
Ooh.
in improv. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I just was like, I kind of just put the math together of like, if I care and I really don't want to hurt anyone, I can really improvise verbally. I can go out there fearlessly, which is a very important thing in improv. But I hated improv, like in terms of how we did it in New York, or it was going down in the UCB type scenes. I
Why?
did all UCB, but it's like you have to be in a polyamorous relationship, and I ain't got time for that. I have a job, you know.
Yeah,
You
that's
have to
way
be
too
like
many
hanging
text
out
messages.
all the time. I don't know much. I don't
It's
want to do
way too
that. But
many
I do.
text messages.
What?
I said it's way too many text messages. The polyamory.
Yeah. So I just like realized, but then I got cast to do improvised character role, like in that therapist position. I had no idea what was going to happen, and it was all improvised.
Hmm.
That was so fucking awesome. And I was like, oh my God, this synthesis of like in my when I was 13, when I went to jazz camp, and how I always wanted to be able to talk or write, and then like being asked to improvise and finally being comfortable being on camera. Yeah, let's go. I'm obsessed. I love it so
Hmm.
much. Kind of sick when things just come together and you realize you have like a certain kind of skill set or a love for doing certain things. It's like, oh, I could go so many ways with this. And I am kind of actually getting into trying to make music now. True, I am. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to make music a bit, and I'm working on that book, and I'm keeping the comedy stuff at like, you know, I'm exploring starting the podcast again because I just like chats like this honestly.
Hmm.
And it's like, why not make more money off of it? I was on one last night with some guys who get money from other dudes, like $2 or $3 and whatever it adds up. I was like, why am I feeling like I want to do that? I want to crowdfund a few bucks from a few people. But the way I see women doing it online is like they either have to have an OnlyFans or they have to kind of be way sexier on camera than I would want to be. Like
Oh, I
showing
got
too
something to talk about that.
cool
Um,
me.
so check it out. So, women have it really bad in like comedy and music because they get sexually assaulted. It happens
Right.
all the time. But
Thank you.
men get sexually assaulted too. I got sexually assaulted probably like 2.5 weeks ago
Sorry.
on my steamboat gig, and I'm gonna talk about it. So
Oh.
we're doing the first set. It's a dinner set. We were playing jazz, and then this private 5 person, 6 person group sits right in front of the stage, and they're wasted. And I can tell who like the leader, the ringleader is. She's like this
Hmm.
Karen, but she's like already drunk Karen, having fun Karen, and like she's like getting up, woo,
Yeah.
doing her fucking
Woo!
thing.
I'm dancing.
Ah, wow,
Woo! She's like,
play
oh.
something for us. Play some Louis Armstrong. So she's doing all that shit, and then she gets
Louis.
closer and closer to the band, and all of a sudden she like passes past the mics and like into the band, and she's like behind me dancing and stuff without consent, and she's like dancing behind everybody, and I have video. I'll show it to you later, but it's like it made me feel Okay,
Yeah,
that
she
was another
shouldn't treat
subject.
you as like furniture.
So then she
You're not
did that,
furniture.
and then she got back to her seat, and then she kept playing, and then she gets up again, and then she flashes this 20. So I'm just like,
What the
okay.
fuck? What is this, a
So then
strip
like
club?
I show
Chippendales?
her, I show her where the tip jar is, and she's not looking at the tip jar. She's like, I was
Wow.
like, oh, you want me to okay. So I get
Take
up,
your shirt off? Like, what
right?
does she want? Weird.
So I walk toward her and I like pick up the tip bar and I'm like, and then she's like, I was like, oh, okay. I have like this, I'm wearing a button down. So I like open my lapel like this. She's still like,
Oh my God. I
I was like,
can't. It's so
what?
horrible
I was
story.
like,
I'm so
oh,
sorry this happened. I
oh,
would hate that. I have an intersectional version of this happening when I was a fucking
yeah.
babysitter for like a 4-year-old boy or something. And his dad was like 70 or 80. And he
Oh,
handed me like money for having done that. And he did this to me. He
yeah.
suggested that I should
It
put in my
was the
bra. I'm like,
first
what are you
time that
talking about?
I was stuck in this gray area between sex work and bribery.
Dude,
Not
that's
nice.
why that's why I get so much fucking comfort. And we should close it out with this song. Fuck. With male rap, there's a song by fucking DaBaby that I love called Babysitter. And he's like, I'm the type of baby that would fuck the babysitter, so watch out for me. He's kind of funny,
But yeah,
which is,
I
I
say
mean,
that's
he's
to
a
the
little
old broads.
unstable, but that's a
Like
funny song.
if there's like a cute 40-year-old or a cute like 39-year-old, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm 39, you're 34. I'd be like, it's
Yeah,
just like fucking my babysitter. It's totally fine.
that's funny.
Been waiting for this
That's
for
funny.
years,
But you know
decades.
what? That's the thing too that I feel like when people get decent at comedy, they just say, that's funny. They don't even laugh anymore. I
Yeah,
hate to
that's
disappoint people
funny.
by not laughing, but
Hmm.
I like to be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, like my friend Flav, he's a comedian, and like he doesn't he doesn't laugh at any of my jokes. But if I could
Yeah.
just get him to smile, then I'm like, all right, all right. So that's a good one.
It's also funny, like the behaviors that have emerged in me, the more comfortable I am. I now will like just wink at people and it's not even like forced. It's like to tell them I'm joking. Literally. I'm like, or like, I did it a ton last night with all those guys. It's actually pretty strange. I don't know, but that's why I'm getting into like, how can I monetize it? How can I have fun? How can I get on my, like, I'm the type of baby who, with the babysitter,
Well, you're the artist. You're not supposed to worry about how to monetize it.
I know, but no one helping me. I need a manager or something.
I mean, you got to build it first. You know,
I know.
you got to
I
build
feel
it
like I'm
first.
writing.
Because like
I get
making it work it's a whole job in itself.
to.
And you want to at least know that the product is there. So when you're pushing it through all that shit, the product isn't something you're worrying about.
I know.
That's where I'm at.
Well, me too. That's why I'm just self-funded now. It's kind of good to go from having money to fund my own arts to asking for it because it's like I never really had too early in my career because I just didn't. I knew how to spend the money, right? So a house, right, is the first good step, and then like a drink or a piece of food. And now it's like, okay, I got enough for all that. Let me slowly go. If I have enough support, I know I can fund my art supplies.
Yeah.
I love DJing. Like my friend John, my good friend, my co-host in Fish Tank,
Mhm.
and his wife. He my second husband. He told me I had to get my first one first.
Mhm. I
Because
love
we can just
DJing.
be
I
together and
mean,
not
it's
hook
like
up.
music's my life or something. But you know what I also like doing?
What?
Karaoke DJ.
Bro, really?
That's
Oh,
fun.
we should do that sometime for fun. Just hang out. But are you in New York again ever?
Like
I'm
the karaoke voice is the same voice as the stripper DJ voice.
right.
Coming to the stage
Dude,
is Diamond.
I hate those DJs. They should just go do comedy.
Diamond going once. Do you like karaoke?
I don't. I respect music so much, and I wasn't really decent at singing until probably recently. that I just never touched it. And then I had to go to karaoke and I was like, I get what's good about this. But I be doing karaoke at home all the time, even alone. So like
Yeah.
the
So why don't you
technology
just
is
do why don't you go to karaoke? What's
because I
wrong with
have
karaoke?
people. I don't like annoying energy. Even if I'm with my friends, it's like the whole room has to be normal. I had a great karaoke experience in Brooklyn like 2 years ago that sold
Yeah.
me. You
Yeah.
have to find the right rooms. Like I'm sure New Orleans is more fun. But
Well, you
everybody
got
down there too drunk. Like
and
the
this is what
Bourbon
I've
Street stuff.
seen. You got two different kinds of karaoke scene. You got like the like over poppy, like overstimulating
Yeah.
karaoke scene, and you got like the laid back with like lounge seats karaoke scene.
Right.
And it's like that one where like you can chill out with your friends. Like you're already like you're probably like number 15 on the list, so you might as well just hang out with your friends and just
Yeah,
talk
oh
shit.
dear. It's my song.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Oh, that's
I'll
my
send you
song. That's
videos
my
of it.
song. And
I've had shit
everybody
here.
gets up, and then your friends are your audience. It's
Yeah,
a
there was a great karaoke bar. I think it was called like Paradise Lost or something really poetic where it was like Coyote Ugly in there with alt girls. It was a
mm,
really sick, like also diverse, like naturally group of like 30 people in that whole place. Everybody having a good time. The bartenders would sometimes get up and dance on the bar. And like the owner was like this like British accent punk guy, and he just like had a and he was so sick. And I did just a bunch of fucking fun songs. I would like perform and stuff, and like there's video of me. I'll send it to you. It's cool. It's awesome shit. I had a good time, but I wasn't trying to sing right. It was like fun.
yeah. What flavor is that? Your speaker went out. Your speaker went out. Your speaker went out.
Power off.
There you
Okay.
are.
So so funny. I just be like that. Yeah.
There he is going.
That's the thing too. When people tell me I'm monologuing, I'm like, yo, did I not just express to you that I went on a date with the guy who wasted like 20 or 30 hours of my time, and then he was worried that he would
How
waste
do you
more.
waste your time?
No, he wasted my time by that stupid text he sent me, honestly, but at least it cleared it up. But let
What
me
does that say?
because the problem is like you and I can do this thing where we
Whoa,
over
whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, whoa, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. How do you waste your time?
he'd been asking me out for dates for like weeks and we were getting along well. There was an age gap.
Oh,
I
okay. All right.
I asked him, "How are you?" And 3 days later, he was like, "Hey, there's just like a communication style difference. I'm not sure if it's generational or what, but I really don't want to waste your time." I said, "How are you?"
I I I don't think he said that the way you think he said that.
I don't even care. It's just not how you say it. Get it?
Uh,
I don't even want to
hmm,
discuss the details of that because I'm a girl who doesn't care
Sarah.
because my dad was
Um,
in my life. I get the logic of what you're getting at. I know how that's
I
fine.
didn't even say it yet.
I have to be authentic in my way of living with men who are older than me. Hey, dude, I have to figure out if you want anything more than just trying to bang me, because I'm sick of being used by anybody. I want something normal,
It
and I
seemed
just
like he was trying to go on a date.
he had been taking me on them for weeks. I'm
Right.
just so sick of
So
it.
what changed?
Let's not talk about it. I'm done thinking
Okay,
about
leave it alone.
it.
Leave
It
it
still
alone.
bothers me, but I've been under a lot of stress.
Hey, you brought it up, not me.
I know, but my life is just that. Like my daddy issues is that he was not around, even if he's a nice guy.
Yeah. So
It's okay.
you have abandonment issues.
That's what I'm
I
the type
mean,
of
Sarah, Sarah. I mean, as much as I've known you, I'm gonna keep it real right now,
it's
sister.
okay.
You've been alone for a long time.
5 years, yeah.
Yeah. So
For a reason,
I
I'm careful.
I feel you when you feel abandoned, but as a friend, I I don't like how you feel shame for it.
Thank you.
I don't like how you put
Not
yourself
that.
down
Oh,
about it.
no. Can you
Because
not? tell me
The
what I feel.
reality,
Don't
the
tell me what
reality from my
tell me
perspective,
what I feel.
the reality just for me as an individual is that you have been alone for a long time, and you know you should feel that way. I mean that with love, you
That's what
know.
I'm saying though, but that's why I said to you, don't tell
Well,
me
you're
how I
you're
feel.
allowed to feel that.
I know. But when I'm dealing with a man who I'm dating, telling me our communication differences are generational as though he already understands or could even posit it without just having a conversation. After
Yeah,
that,
who's he think he is? Your damn daddy?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're agreeing.
I've never seen that a lot lately.
But,
It's called Baby Girl Disco.
mhm.
Yeah, I
Well, all
mean,
right. I think I gotta dip.
that's fine.
This was a lot of fun, and we should
I may,
definitely do it again.
I may just drop this track. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I just like recording and getting things out. I don't like sitting on them or making them perfect. That's like part of what I like about improv, you know?
Yeah, you can keep it as raw as possible, but
Yeah.
um, I have this schedule, um, all week,
Uh-huh.
all the next 2 weeks actually. I'm about to be very free, so just hit me up. Hit me up. We'll do another one.
Another one. Can you tell me times, dates? Can you send me an email back, a text?
Right now is a good time. We started this at 11 Central Time.
What days of the week though?
Any day, any day.
Let's do one a day for like an hour or 30 minutes and just use them and cut them up and I'll distribute them and I'll have
Another one today.
no, but listen, the problem with me is that I need to record in bulk. So if we do them at like 11,
Mhm.
11, 11, like all week, I can then
Yeah,
distribute them
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because
Let's
I'm
do
bringing
that. Hmm.
we,
And if
we
somebody has to do something, it's no big deal. We can always reschedule, all that good stuff.
right. I used to just be like frenetically like texting my friends, get on my podcast, get on my
Right.
podcast.
All right. Well, you got one for me. This is one for
Okay,
the books.
I'll send the invite soon then.
All right. I'll see you
Oh,
later. Bye,
have a
y'all. Bye, everybody.